Hello, this is Palico Padge and welcome back to another episode of the Curious Expedition with Mods. We are currently playing with Max Rockatansky. I think his name is Mad Max, as everyone knows him. Beautiful, beautiful Mad Max. And we had a little bit of a struggle in the last episode, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. Sanity is an issue with this guy. We have no real way of gaining it back well. We don't have enough decent dice to be able to take on as many animals and tribes people as we need to in order to be able to get our sanity up through our buddy. But yeah, we do have a lot of teeth this time around, so I don't think it's going to be as much as a problem. We did, however, lose our first Trek member, which was Jim Sterling. God bless. God bless you, mate. God bless you. But other than that, we're doing all right. This time around, it was a toss-up between going to the strange drylands or the Sorrowful White Tiger Grasslands. Now, the Sorrowful White Tiger Grasslands is the special map that we came across in a cave in the last episode. I am very much aware, though, after struggling getting through the jungle, that this is going to be a pain in the butt, majorly. I don't know whether it is actually going to be classed as a new world either, because it is technically a jungle biome, as opposed to the drylands, which we haven't done. We'll get a much better view out of. But I suppose, you know, live for today, I guess, is the way we're going to do this. So I have to go batter some white tigers about the head with my shotgun. My terrible shotgun. It's only got two sides of the die, which actually is useful, which is rubbish. But hey ho. Full of anticipation, I boarded the ship. The crew had preparations left to do, so I skimmed some stones on the water. Soon after my arrival, the trader approached me. He was impatient to set eyes on the idol we had obtained. We handed over the idol. A smile brightened his face as he turned the idol in his hands. Quite a bit of moolah, that's good. I obtained new funds as a token of gratitude. A museum curator approached me with a request. He was a collector of sorts and promised to compensate me favourably for any instruments that we retrieved. Well, as a matter of fact, I happen to have a very lovely horn flute on me now, sir, if you would like to partake. No? No? Okay, we'll do it. The trader was heartened by my acceptance of his request. He wished us luck and a safe journey. I was proud to see that my fame had spread amongst adventurous spirits. Many recruits showed up eager for adventure. Who did I want to recruit? Well, we have Bikaji Manakashore, the trader. We have Husnadib, the Bedouin. Or we have Corporal Lawrence Sanders, the Stormtrooper, I was going to say then, who's good at traversing hills, which would work well for us. We have, however, just lost a set of blue and red dye, which I would like back. So I think we're going to have to go for Bikaji. Yes. Yeah, we're going to have to go for Bikaji, I'm afraid. We could certainly use a skilled trader like Bikaji Manakashore in our number. My heart jumped with joy as I heard that our ship was prepared for departure. 240. No food. I want to see how much animal improvement is. An expert saddle builder offered to improve the carrying capacity. 150. No, thank you. At long last, the vessel was prepared to set sail. Purchase. So let's have all the chocolate. That comes with no quibbles, along with the dynamite. Bullets. I mean, we could take the bullets. We've got plenty of medical kits. We've got plenty of rope. We've got plenty of fire sticks. So, yeah. Why not? More bullets. That leaves us 10. We could take... What could we take? I want stuff which really isn't going to affect any more carrying capacity. These are hopefully going to stack on top of each other, these two sets of bullets. The dynamite is by itself. The chocolate is by itself, which will leave us 3. We've got plenty of rope, so I suppose a couple more torches. That'll do. And let's go on, you know, Expedition 4 and all that. So, big region this time. 6 of the best, one would like to think. Hopefully, if we're very lucky, 1 or 2 might be cut off to make our lives a little bit easier. Just as I thought we would never find a way through these waters, one of the crew called Land Ahoy! We'd arrived and it was time to sally forth. So the first thing I'm going to do is access the ship's storage and store the flute. That means we are guaranteed not to upset the trader if we survive this one, which is good. And then we shall crack on. First things first, I would like to see if there is a way through. I say there is that way, through the mountains. So let's cover as much as we can. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. 34 to get up on top. Let's do it. Just so we can hopefully see through this little valley here. Aha. Aha. Oh, that's looking very mountainous. I think that region is a write-off, which is good for us. So with that being said, let's come to here first. See what this question mark is. It's a village. We'll have a look-see. We carefully approached a mysterious native village. The natives were apparently a shamanistic group. As we entered the village, we witnessed the villagers dancing and chanting around a mysterious-looking idol. While the team unpacked our equipment, I observed the rites with interest. A peculiar-looking idol was positioned front and centre of the village. The villagers welcomed us with smiles on their faces. Our reputation seemed to be very positive in this region. Upon our arrival, Javana Karma began to converse with the natives. Okie dokie. Well, let's see what they got to offer. No instruments. Bloody typical. That's fine. So if we were to throw in the haggle skill, along with the jewels, how many teeth do you want? Just the one? Can I get a torch out of that? I can. That'll do. That'll do. I'm happy to leave this. I'm not worried about the idol for the time being. I'm just looking at trying to gather up as much stuff as I can without peeing them off too much. Let's get Pikachu up a bit. Do we get a set of dice for that? No. Next level for that. If I can explore all this region, then head back to the ship and drop whatever off that we've got, that would be awesome. Yeah, I've got a funny feeling you might be a tunnel. We approached a cave. The entrance led into the darkness of unknown depths. We required a torch in order to venture forth safely. Oh, it's a mummy. We lit a torch and descended into the darkness. We arrived at a chamber. It bore fascinating vestiges of some kind of ceremonial tomb. Within were mummified corpses. Many of the mummies were too old and fragile to be of any intrinsic value. However, after a thorough investigation, one was found to have solidity suitable for transport. Oh, even two. Nice. Very nice. We are a little bit out of the old... what's the word I'm looking for? Sanity. That's the word I'm looking for. Let's eat a little bit of chocolate. I just want enough to get back to the ship. Oh, I don't know if you heard that. That was my stomach. Right, here we go. The captain greeted me as we approached our ship this morning. I felt homesick all of a sudden and wondered how much longer I would need to stay out here. So let's go into the storage first and get rid of these so they don't jump alive at us. We will then rest. We decided it would be a good idea to stay here and allowed everyone to rest. The night was bleak and everyone was seemingly worn out as we rested by the fireplace. Our group was growing tense and a discussion between Lord Humongous and Bikaji Manakashore escalated into a raucous argument. A moment later, the pair were throwing fisticuffs and trying to strangle each other with grave intentions. Well, loyalty is higher with Lord Humongous. I'm probably best going with him as opposed to using up all our food. So, arrest him. We got him. He's not going to be happy. We overwhelmed Lord Humongous and separated the two. The pair had simmered down, but there lingered an air of hatred. We only lost the one heart, that's fine. So, rest again. Oh, kleptomania. Some time ago I conversed with Lord Humongous about the marvel of home and its abundance of pleasantries. I'm unsure if it was a good idea, since he seems to have become obsessed with the topic. That's alright. Why aren't I getting any sanity off this? This is quite disturbing. Let's try once more. This feels like a bug. This feels like a bug. I was understood I was a puppet dancing to amuse cruel masters who did bid me to plunder, murder, maim, then pointed me in tut in depreciating tones at my deeds. Oh, how barbaric, how backwards, how gauche. But I would show them. They were here and I would find them and rip their throats. That's better. Right, rest again. It was a warm and starry night. This night we could hear the sound of drums from somewhere in the jungle. I could not shake the feeling that the instrument's fell tune was about us. Bakaji Manakashore was looking rather worried and began muttering a prayer. Don't worry, Bakaji. Everything is well. I think. Right, so back to expedition. Oh. I guess we're not coming back to the ship. Unless it goes out, that is. We do have a hut, however. Kleptomania. Healed. Heal you. So let's trade. He might have some green mushrooms. Or not. He does have a moonstone. That leads me to believe we're going to need the moonstones. So that'll do. Portal traversal. Random teleportation, waterfall creation, or targeted teleportation. That is useful. In all fairness, so is random teleportation, and they don't weigh anything. And we've got plenty of teeth to get rid of these. Do I want the spears? They stack with the bullets well. So if we took them, how many more teeth do you want? That'll do. It took some effort, but after all, we made a deal with the shaman. And then let's clean up... Lord Humongous. So, a few more of those. Oh. What's wrong with me? Suffers from seeing locations that are not really there. Oh. Well, alright. For the sake of, not being thrown into a bad way or in a naughty area, we'll take you. Oh, a bit like you, I suppose. That question mark there. Right, so, temple next, I guess. I'm sure that fire will go out in a second. Maybe. We could snake through it, I suppose. Examine the shrine. A shrine towered above us. It looked as old as time itself. I can make out an entrance on an upper platform. We would have to climb up the exterior walls in order to reach it. The surface about the structure gave off heat. It was still possible to walk there, but the potential source of this heat was disconcerting. We'll use the rope. I was glad we had brought enough rope. With it, we ascended the weather-torn wall without any problems. Before us lay some kind of ceremonial room. We quietly looked around the majestic hall. We found a stone altar that was covered in ancient writings. Nice. You stack, you don't, but we'll take you all anyway. I would not leave empty-handed. This was exactly what we came for. The moment we obtained the treasure, the earth began to rumble. We fled as fast as we could as the shrine was swallowed before our very eyes, and a volcano began to rise, spitting fire and oozing lava. Oh. Oh dear. Okay, now I'm not too worried. Here's the thing. I've got a game plan. You might like this. So, we are going to use the page of targeted teleportation to get back to the ship, to then access the storage and get rid of the gold, which will take us back down to 1 free space. Oh, and the jewels, I suppose. Get rid of the jewels. So, we've got a little bit of space now, playing about with, which is awesome. Awesome. Then, dear viewer, we are going to use the term of random teleportation to get anywhere else on the map other than where we are right now. That's good enough for me. That is good enough for me. Skipped all the nasty stuff. Tip top. Let's make our way down. 14. I can do that. What we got? A gorilla? Oh. Yeah, we'll be fine. Today we approached a mysterious temple that was built right into the face of a mountain. This was seemingly a sacred place for the people living in these lands. A large opening led inside. We carefully entered a well-preserved ceremonial chamber. An intricately festooned platform stood in its centre. We saw a stone goblet containing a red liquid standing in the centre of the altar. Intuition told me that one of our number should drink from it. Who am I willing to lose? That is the question here. Who am I willing to lose? I mean, Bakaji hasn't leveled up that much yet. I think we should go with him. Holy marking. I asked Bikaji Manikashore to drink from the strange chalice. He looked at me for a brief moment and then drank it all in one go. As he drank from the chalice, I could have sworn I saw a ray of light coming down from the ceiling, suffusing him with a wonderful, almost hallowed aura. Some form of holy symbol had appeared on his forehead. As we left a massive stone plate lowered behind us and sealed the portal, there was no way back inside. What the bloody hell does that mean then? What are you? What you got on you? Oh, puts us standing up. Okay, fair enough. This have a chocolate. This looks like it might be a cave system. We haven't aggroed the gorilla for some reason. I want to come on the outside of the cave system rather than the inside. Because if we can get up onto this hill, we might be able to cover a bit more of this region. Yeah, nothing majorly exciting. We'll have a look in the cave, though. Oh. We located a cave. Its opening seemed to lead deep into the mountain. We needed a torch to explore its secrets. When its torch descended into the darkness, we were surprised to see that this was just the beginning of a subterranean tunnel. Awesome. We sailed through the pitch-black tunnel. Or sallied forth, even. Then I finally saw a light ahead. We moved towards it in earnest. Not a major run for us. I mean, I think it's fair to say that one is definitely a write-off. That is going to be important. That will be a way of opening up the pyramid. I am sure of it. Let's use that crystal ball I forget to keep using. So, how do we get to you, I guess, is the question. It's fairly clear. Chocolate is not good. Chocolate is not good at all. Let's... There's a chance they're both going to be... Well, one could be a waterfall, I suppose. I would hasten to guess that this one being a waterfall. Let's eat the chocolate. 80%. 21 to get there. We can do that. If we come across the panther on our travels, we'll attack it. You coming to me? Stepping in my direction, panther? Yes, you are. Right, so, only 10. We should be okay here. Oh. Flank. And flank. Nice. So we've got a little bit of sanity. We can take the teeth and... In fact, we can take it all for the time being. Let's make our way to the cave and hope for the best. We approached a cave. The rocky moor seemed to lead deep into the mountain with a torch. Da-de-da. We lit a torch and descended into the darkness. We arrived at a small cavern strewn with the aftermath of what seemed to be a failed expedition. The rotten remains of what must have been a Swedish explorer with smashed features. All the bones were found had been cracked open and it seemed sucked empty of marrow. To our surprise, some of our rotten crates still held some valuable equipment. I was hoping for food, but hey-ho. We can get rid of the meat. We can take on the machetes. That'll make our lives a little bit easier. Not too worried about the fireworks. That'll do. Okie dokie. So we need to get to there. 32. Let's do it quickish. Quickly. As I suspected, we approached a mysterious structure that seemed to be partially made out of pure gold. We discovered a mechanism of sorts on one of the sides. I believe that with some ingenuity we could set it into motion. However, what would happen upon activation remained a mystery. After much toil, we were able to activate the enigmatic mechanism. Big word! All of a sudden, an enormous column of light launched from the seal. Ha ha! At least we know where we're heading to, I suppose. At least we know where we're heading to. We got a little bit of gold. We're doing all right on gold. I just feel the need to get as quickly as we can. Well, to anywhere, really, away from here. We could take on the gorilla. That would be good for our sanity. I fear we're probably going to have to eat the rest of our chocolate to do it. 26? I just want to get away from the volcano at this point. Be a trader. Alright. Okie dokie. Well, we'll eat the chocolate and go into the graveyard, I guess. This bleak and foreboding place was located in the midst of a swamp strewn with the remains of long-dead elephants. For some unfathomable reason, many generations of the majestic creatures had come here to die. My instinct said we would find something of value here. I instructed the people to form small teams and investigate the surroundings. Nice. So, I guess we go to take on the gorilla. That is like the only plan I have right now for our sanity. We could have a quick look-see and see if this is a write-off. It is. So we are going to have to travel back up north afterwards. Let's see if we can get his attention for 12 sanity. We got him. Let's wait. He can come to us. Alright, so 1 gorilla, 18 health. I think I want to use the spears here. So if I throw you in. Spear throw. Power spear. Nice. Let's try that again. We'll hold on to you. You, and you. No need for you. That's the 7. If we throw in another spear, that should finish him off. Gives us a little bit of sanity. Nice. And more teeth. Vicar. Value of 20, or funds of 20. So that's more valuable than that. I say okay. And hoping for something which is going to help us. Mission. This might cost us dearly. But hey ho. We went through the gate and were greeted by an old missionary. He was visibly relieved to see new faces as he had been alone for what seemed like an eternity. Alright. So first things first. Let's get rid of the ivory. We know where we're heading, so I suppose I could get rid of the crystal ball. The bullets will keep. Everything else is useful, really. We may come across a village. We could use the gorilla port for trading as well. That'll do. And then we will... We'll trade first, then we'll stay overnight, because these guys are a bit dodgy when it comes to this sort of thing. So trade. The pastor produced some of his supplies. No food. No food at all. Alright. So we'll just stay then, I guess. The priest coveted our goods. If we wish to rest in this cleansed space, we would have to make a donation. Fine. You can have those. With his demands met, he agreed to let us rest overnight. As we settled in for the night, we heard some peculiar sounds originating from the missionary's hut. I've fallen for this before. But then again, if I ignore, I lose a person, don't I? So it'd be better for me to just inspect, I guess. Let's do it. We sought out the source of the noise and found the missionary, or rather what he had turned into. It lunged menacingly towards us. Fight! Oh dear. So 12. We could do this. We might be alright. How many dice does he have? 2. So just in case, let's headbutt him. Throw in a spear. Do a power spear. That's 4. Well, what be you? A riposte. And then... Yeah. Didn't think it would come up. Double attack. Nice. We buried the hideous beast inside the chapel. There was no one here. And we can't access the storage room now either. Well, we got a little bit of sanity, I suppose. Let's head in this direction. Cancel. Are you interesting? Stone circle. We came across a stone formation that seemed to be man-made. There are inscriptions etched into each rock. Perhaps they form a manner of map. Camp points or ruins. Ruins is probably the best. A couple. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. The best we can do. Can I eat that whilst it's raw? No. The best we can do is get up onto this hill here. Hope to God that's going to be a fountain, which we can rest at. And then we can take on the shrine. So we'll take the 20% hit, hopefully. You didn't tell me what you are, you bastard. Alright, this is going to cost us. It is a waterfall. And we survived it. Boom. The scale of the falls took my breath away. It was an awe-inspiring sight. The water was fresh and cool. So let's rest. Yeah, okay. We decided it would be a good idea to stay here, and I told the people to rest. One soul was staring back from the abyss. Even the warming flames of the campfire did naught to ease our minds. Everybody was lost in their own thoughts, when suddenly Lord Humongous stood in front of the group and shouted into our faces that not all hope was lost. He expounded about never giving up, and after a while we started to cheer and applaud ourselves. He somehow rallied the group and instilled new hope. That's my Lord Humongous. As we prepared for departure, I knew we would miss the gentle noise of the falling water. We're going to do it once more. I instructed the trek to halt to recuperate. This was a good place, and I was sure we would get some well-deserved rest here. I enjoyed the warm night and took a moment to record the recent happenings in my travel journal. I noticed Lord Humongous observing me curiously. Alright then. Well, the good news is the fire... oh. More fire. I was about to say the fire hasn't travelled this far, but, well, it has now. So, we are at 100 sanity, though, so that's not too bad. Let's come to here. Trying to outrun the fire as best we can and examine the shrine. We arrived at a majestic structure, seemingly a holy shrine to the inhabitants of the region. A circle of dried up blood had been drawn around the whole structure as a warning for anybody that dared to enter. The surface about the structure emitted considerable warmth. It was still possible to walk there, but the potential source of this heat was disconcerting. We arrived at what seemed to be the treasure chamber. We quietly looked around the majestic hall, and we found a stone altar that was covered in ancient writings. Take it all. Take it all. Yep. I would not leave empty-handed. The artifact would sit atop the altar no longer. The moment we obtained the treasure, the earth began to shake wildly. We fled as fast as we could as the shrine collapsed before our very eyes and a volcano began to rise, spitting fire and oozing lava. That's alright. I expected it to be far worse than that. Can we get over there? 67? Let's leg it. Sharpish. It's going to be a cave. Oh, that is very lucky. Very, very lucky. The scale of the falls took my breath away. It was an awe-inspiring sight. The water was fresh and cool. Oh, well, let's rest here. Oh, we prepared camp to recuperate. Our morale was low as we sat and stared into the fire. Some time ago I conversed with Javana Karma about the marvel of home and its abundance of pleasantries. I'm unsure if it was a good idea since she seemed to have become obsessed with the topic. That's alright. That's alright. No resty bonus for that? Alright. I'll try again. Kleptomania. Oh dear. Explore. Rest again. Oh, everyone's getting kleptomania. This is awesome. Superb. Bunch of thieves. Pneumonia now. Ugh. Max health -5. What's going on now? Oh, we got a little bit of health off that. Good. Good. Let's rest again. While sitting around the campfire, we heard something groan from behind a nearby tree. Let's investigate. A young native with bloodshot eyes and an infected wound lay shaking behind the tree. How are we doing for standing? We're doing alright. We've got plenty of health. Let's heal him up. Fortunately, we had supplies that we used to disinfect the wound and lower the fever. He thanked us but declined any further help before walking off into the darkness. It's good for morale at the end of the day. 84 health. After days of rest, we still enjoy the sparkling effect of the falling water. I'm going to rest once more because I feel we really need to have our sanity all the way up if we want to take on both shrines. We decided it would be a good idea to stay here and allowed everyone to rest. It was a beautiful night and everyone seemed to enjoy themselves. This night we had a supernatural occurrence. The spirits of dead natives materialised in front of us. They mourned about their deaths caused by unnatural monsters that were breeding in a nearby cave. If we would kill the monsters, they promised that we would find a worthwhile magical reward on their corpses. Why not? We accepted their plea and vowed to hunt down their killers. They seemed grateful and told us about the location of a cave. Afterwards, they disappeared into the night whence they came. Okay. Alright. Maybe. Maybe. Are we done? I think we're done. Right, let's promote people. So, you can go up. And you can go up. 57 -5 health. Does that mean is he supposed to have 10 then? You know what? We're going to heal him. I'm not going to take the risk. Oh, no, we're not. Okay. Well, let's go straight down then. Oh, a camp. That could be useful. A roaming merchant caravan had pitched up camp here. The mysteriously dressed trader had a lot of useful goods on offer. All of them had undoubtedly been used before, probably during other unsuccessful expeditions. He proudly presented us with a selection of his wares. We could not help but think that he had more valuables to sell. Food! Food! Right, okay, so we want all the chocolate in the world. We want all the whiskey in the world. I might have all the machetes in the world. You can have late creation. I'm not too fussed by that. And you can have the meat. That works for me. Does it work for you? Yeah. We could always come back and get some more whiskey. So yeah, that'll do. Cool. Alright, so we need to skedaddle. Let's go to the other side of the question mark. The white tiger's coming for us. I'm okay with that. I rarely am. So we'll go down. We'll go and explore the cave. Yes. We've still got dynamite as well, so that's nothing to worry about there. Yeah, let's explore the cave. We approached a cave. The entrance led into darkness of unknown depths. We required a torch to move inside. We lit a torch and descended into the darkness. We found the cave the native ghosts had conveyed. Everything was rotten and covered in aged detritus, with split bones scattered across the floor. Before we were able to investigate further, we heard discomforting clicking sounds. It was too late when I realised that we had made a terrible miscalculation. We were set upon by a pack of gnarly arachnids. 3 of them? Alright. I say okay. Let's throw a dynamite in and see what comes up first. Alright, so let's do the 6 off. We can then throw in a spear and do a spear attack on you to get rid of you. We can flank you and get rid of you, and then we can concentrate on you. 4. 3. If we do 2 and you 2, that should be you dead. Tip top. We deprive the remains of anything useful. What have you got? It's a pumpkin lantern! A pumpkin lantern made from hallowed pumpkin. There's no rational explanation for its strong light source, but it seems to never deplete. Cool. We can afford to take both of those. Nice. I'm going to let the tiger come to me, as opposed to him coming to us. That's the same thing, isn't it? Attack the white tiger. Just the one. 18 health. This is doable. This is doable. How many dice does he have? 2. $18 health. I'm going for the kill. I am going for the kill. So that's strong bleeding of 9 health. That's half down. Roll. It's another 5. And if we throw in you 3. And then the bleed should kill him. Yes! We deprive the dead of anything useful. Boom. That's worth quite a bit. Teeth will stack. I'm going to get rid of the torch because that is worth more. And now we've got the lantern. We'll never need torches ever, ever, ever again. That'll work. That will work. Alright, so let's come back to the elephant graveyard. Then we'll hit the shrine. I'm quite happy to eat all the chocolate if that's what it takes for me to be able to escape here with everything intact. Possibly the medical stuff? I don't know. We'll have a look. This bleak and foreboding place was located in the midst of a swamp littered with the remains of long-dead elephants. For some unfathomable reason, hundreds of the impressive animals had come here to die. My instinct said we would find something of value here. I instructed the people to form small teams and investigate the surroundings. Just the one. Just the one. Let's get rid of the rope. That'll do. And onto the shrine. In fact, thinking about this, if we are to take you guys out, there is reason for my madness here. Just bear with me. Bear with me. A temple long forgotten by mankind stood bathed in light before us. All manner of plant life grew towards the sun. A circle of dried up blood had been drawn around the whole structure as a warning for anybody that dared to enter. Could swear I heard the sound of rushing water beneath our feet. We carefully entered a well-preserved ceremonial chamber. If this place held any riches, I knew we would find them here. I held my breath as we discovered an ancient altar in its centre. So, here's what we're going to do here. We don't need the machetes now. We've carved our way home. So we're going to take you. What to drop? You know, I'm really, really not feeling the shotgun. It's a bit rubbish. It's a bit rubbish. We've got plenty of bullets. Chocolate's good. Excuse me. Medicine I'd like to keep just in case we don't get offered it on the next expedition. The arachnid. See, the spider legs are worth quite a bit. In fact, they're the same as the spider. The same as the teeth. Now we'll get rid of the legs. We'll keep everything else. This was not a day for hesitation. The treasure was to be mine. We grabbed what we could and hurried outside as enormous fountains of water burst through the ground and began to flood the surrounding area. We had to run like our lives depended upon it, or drown in the grand lake forming around us. And, dear viewer, we get to go home. That was a very good one. I was petrified at one point. Why can't I explore? Why can't I explore? Why can't I explore? You know what? We're going to go to there, and to there. Because you can't get me from up here. Is it because the water's over it? Because if though, that sucks ass. Let's wait. Let's wait this out. We'll last anyway. That doesn't matter. Right, it's settled down. Good. Good. Travel. Why won't you let me explore the pyramid? Let's go to the pyramid then. Nothing? Oh, come on. This isn't fair. I'd already been resting when I was awoken by a loud gunshot. I should have finished this a long time ago. Why won't you let me exit? In fact. Okay. I don't know what's going on here. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to save and exit. And then we're going to go back into it. And hopefully that's going to solve the problem. No. No. We're buggered. Not a happy chappy right now. Not a happy chappy at all. I cannot explore. Let's see all our chocolate. And back again. Explore. No. Back again. And now we've lost the Persian translator. Superb. Right. Okay. I'm going to have to fly out of here and lose everything. That's really annoying. Really annoying. All right, what are we going to take? Gold. Can I take the teeth? I can. Everything that doesn't weigh anything we can take, which is good. Take the lantern. I'm not worried about the tusk. We've got plenty of gold. 50 fame, 40 funds. It's the same as the gold, isn't it, really? Medicine, dynamite. We're going to lose a shotgun. Hey-ho. Sometimes, well, yeah. I don't know what to say about that. We finished our preparations and boarded the balloon to begin our flight back home. Escaped. Not happy at all. Not happy at all. Right, what do we have? Desert Explorer, Strong Mind, or Core Vision? Strong Mind. Thankfully, because we've been doing alright so far, we're not going to be mega behind. It's enough to piss me off, I'll be the first to admit, but hey ho. Right, so, I can't even remember how much we got. So let's, so we're not going to have any food or anything, so we need to stay up with them, yet we need the fame. Right, we'll gift these. So we should be relatively close. I mean, I could fund them. I'm going to keep them and hope we come across something worth something. Here we go. Right, so 40, 80, 110. We should be all right. We'll gift those. That puts us back out front. And then we shall sell the rest. And continue. Very, very angry with that. I don't know what was going on. I should have been allowed to have exited that pyramid. I had moonstones. I found the thing in the floor. It should have all gone according to plan. So that's obviously a bug. Not happy chappy at all. But hey, we're still number one. We've got plenty of money. We are 2 people down now, which is bloody frustrating. Which means I'm probably going to have to find somebody at a camp or a native village or something. And I think we're going to hit up the dry lands next time around. I'm done with the jungle. I'm not going back to the jungle. Yeah, I'll tell you now. It's going to be the Wahomey dry lands next time around. There's a couple of villages. Well, there's a village there. It's a mission as well. We might be able to get an abomination on our side, which could be helpful. Maybe if we're really lucky, somebody might come out of the bushes and join our trek. I don't know. But yeah, very bloody annoyed. But hey ho. Thank you for watching. As always, a like is appreciated. and I'll catch you on the next one. Take it easy.